Register now.
Hello students, welcome to today's session. This is Sweta, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and today we will be starting with the second session of Bholi by K.A. Abbas. So in the first session, we have already analyzed the first part. So please do try to recall till where did we do in the first part, and do let me know in the chat box. So do you know, do you remember, did you go through the previous video? I hope you have already gone through the previous video, and please do let me know in the chat box how far did we complete. Right, so today we will be take it up from there where we left, right, and we will be completing the entire story today. And in the next session, we will be discussing the most important question answers and of course the theme, the title, all these major issues that needs to be dealt with. Okay. So thank you so much for your beautiful answers, guys. First answer that I have taken is by Anjali Yogi. Thank you so much, Anjali. Wonderfully answered. Right? Yes, and you are absolutely correct. The story is full of lessons. Definitely, definitely. And thank you so much, Nalinakshan, right? I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Thank you so much, Nalinakshan, for your wonderful answer, and thank you for the compliment that you have given me. Thanks a lot. It means a lot, right? So thank you so much for all of your beautiful comments, guys. And now we will be starting from the portion where we left, right? So she promised that Bholi would be soon. So you remember that Bholi went to school, and she was encouraged by her teacher, right? That if you come to school daily, then very soon you will be able to speak without stammering, and you will be more learned than anyone in the village. And it was at that time that she felt hopeful. So the teacher was responsible in instilling hope in Bholi, which is very, very, very important. And thus years passed, and one day Ramlal had finally arranged a match for Bholi, right? So you remember Bholi was, her body was scarred by the ugly poke marks because she had an attack of smallpox, right? And they also did not know that she was now able to speak without stammering, or she was starting to be confident. She was hopeful, right? She was definitely having this hope. And how far her learning was progressing, nobody was aware of that. So what they thought was, okay, Bholi would never be able to get married because she neither had looks nor she had the intelligence, right? So finally, it was a miracle for them. It was a kind of miracle for them because they had been able to arrange for a match for Bholi. So now let us see, what was this match? Was it suitable for Bholi? So that is the question, right? If a match is, if a proposal is brought in front of you for marriage, marriage is something which is very, very, very important in everybody's life, right? So if somebody is bringing a suitable match, then you have to look into it, that what kind of a man, what kind of a person, what kind of a family, right? Everything, so many criteria, right? So let us see, is this match suitable for Bholi? So see, when he consulted his wife, his wife stated that Bholi would be lucky to have such a well-to-do man as a husband. So look at the criteria that they are considering. Only well-to-do. But what about the nature of man? That is very, very important, right? Is only money important in order to get married? Is the money only factor? Is money only the criteria which you see? Is economic stability the only criteria? Of course it is an important criteria, but how can it be the only criteria? You tell me, guys, what is your thought on this, right? So let us see what is all about and what kind of a person is this new, is this would be groom. Okay, so first of all, do tell me that why do Bholi's parents accept Bishambar's marriage proposal? So the name of the groom was Bishambar, right? So he had proposed Bholi, and why do you think? What was the reason for Bholi's parents' acceptance of his proposal? Do let me know in the chat box right now. Okay, so let us move ahead with the next one. Sorry, I'm wearing the specs today. मेरे पास power नहीं है. I don't have power, but this, filters the blue light. So I think I should not harm my eyes. So that is why I'm wearing the specs. So, okay, continuing with the story. Vishambar Nath came with a big party of friends and a wedding band. Okay, so Vishambar Nath. Okay, let me tell you here that Vishambar Nath, he was already married, right? He was old, okay? He was double the age of Bholi. He was almost like his, like a father, right? Father's age. And not only that, he also was lame, right? And he was married already earlier with grown up children, right? So this was a kind of proposal that was, made for Bholi. Why? Only because of the fact that Bholi is having, she's neither having the looks nor she is intelligent. That is what the parents thinks. Now you tell me guys, do you think, please do mention in the chat box, do you think Bishambar and Bholi should get married? Is it good for Bholi to get married to such a man? Do let me know in the chat box. What do you think? Okay. So Ramlal was overjoyed to see such wealth and splendor. So what are they seeing? They are only seeing the financial status, the wealth, the splendor. Now let's see. Bholi's sisters were also envious. Why? Because they thought that she is going to have she's going to have a luxurious life, right? Despite being ugly, despite not having the intelligence, she is still going to have a very good fortune, which is not expected, right? So that is why they were very, very, very envious. So before proceeding with the story, guys, let me take a short break and make you aware of the importance of education, because that is what we are also doing in this chapter, right? Importance of education. So do you want to join us and gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? Unlimited live classes with fun high-level quizzes, compete with students throughout the world, interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards, premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of master teachers, in-class doubt solving, and quality tests and assignment. This is something which is very important, because doubt solving is the major issue that you face, right? Doubt solving, assignments, unavailability of notes, there are so many problems that the students are usually facing. So in our platform, guys, all your doubts are going to be solved in the class by our superb class teachers and master teachers, right? So we have an entire team of class teachers, right, who are going to solve your doubts instantaneously in the class. Because I tell you that 9 and 10, these two classes, 9th and 10th, these 2 years, they are the crucial years of your life, not only for the board exam, but also because you are to prepare yourselves for future. This is the foundation. You have to build it very, very, very strong, and that is exactly what we do in our platform, guys, right? So not just for your board exam, this is for your entire future. You're going to carry this in the future as well. You have 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash course for competitive exams, and that too in lesser price. So more classes in less price. Just visit the link in the description box and use the code SWREPRO. And now let's find out what about the more classes and the less price concept. So let's do the Tabahi maths, right? So this is, after applying the coupon code, you see for 1 month you just pay 2159. For 3 months you save 14% paying 5599, and for 6 months you pay 9199 saving 29%. Right. So which comes down to 8 rupees per class for 6 months, 9 rupees per class for 3 months, and 11 rupees per class for a month, which is even cheaper than a packet of Lays. Don't you think so, guys? Right? So think about it and quickly visit the link in the description box and pin comment. Use the coupon code SWREPRO. This is a golden opportunity for you guys, and this platform is completely designed to suit your needs. So what are you waiting for, guys? Hurry up, join us, and let's have a fun-filled, amazing class and be a part of our Vedantu family, and let's enjoy together learning. Right? Let's learn and enjoy. That is more important. Now, coming back to the lesson, let's see what happened. Bholi was finally led to the auspicious fire to be garlanded. So, this is all about the marriage ritual that is going to take place very soon. So next is the moment she was about to be garlanded, a woman pulled her veil back from her face. Veil is a cover, okay? Veil is a cover, parda, which we call in Hindi, right? So with which the brides usually they cover their face, right? So Bishambar was surprised to see the marks on her face, and immediately an idea struck in his mind. What was that? He demanded a dowry of 5,000 rupees. Why? Why do you think did he demand? Suddenly he demanded 5,000 rupees because he wanted that as a compensation to marry an ugly girl like Bholi, right? So, what kind of mentality do you think Vishambar Nath has? And now tell me, do you still think that Bholi should be married to such a greedy and cunning man? Do you think? What do you think? Do mention your stand in the chat box right now. So Ramlal tried to reason with him, he tried to convince, but Bishambar was adamant because he understood that now he has reached to such a point where the bride's family has no other option but to accept their proposal, right? So look at the cunning that he has. Look at the what should I say? The greedy nature, right, that he had. So, what do you think? If Bholi gets married to such a man, what would the kind of life for Bholi be, right? So, please do let me know what do you think? What would you have done if you were in place of Bholi? And what do you think Bholi should do now? Okay, and what do you think about Ramlal? Should he pay the dowry? Should he give the dowry? Or should he understand that if he is acting greedy now, what is he supposed to do after marriage? Because greed is very, very, very bad. If you it starts once, it is going to continue throughout the life. We have got so many cases, right? We have so many cases where the bride's family is tortured even after marriage for for dowry, asking for dowry, right? So that is why dowry it's now we have an anti-dowry bill as well, right? So dowry is not legal, right? So what do you think? What should Ramlal have done? Let's see what does he do. With his honor on the line, Ramlal tearfully accepted. So, unfortunately, this is what is the sad reality of our society. If you go to the remote villages, you will still find it, right? Unfortunately, right? So, what do they think? They only think about their honor. This honor is a great question mark. In the name of honor, what not the people do? They even take lives. You have heard about honor killing as well, right? So for the sake of honor, people go to such an extent, but this honor is a big question mark when you are taking a life of, taking the life of someone. Is that honorable? Right? So this is completely hypocrisy. This concept of honor is completely hippocratic. So what is he thinking? He's thinking about his honor. But is he thinking about the fact that what's life going to be like for Bholi after marriage? Is he wise enough to do that? Is he thinking about the fact that now if he's demanding 5,000 rupees as dowry, what is he going to do for the rest of the life? Right? It is definitely possible that he is not going to stop. Right? This is just the starting. Right? He's not seeing the man, how greedy he is to demand dowry at such a position, because he is also not that educated. He is a poor farmer. He has been ingrained in that manner. He is born and brought up in that circumstance, in that situation, right, where he is only bound to think about in this line, right? So that is why he is just thinking about his honor, and he has tears, but still he accepted. We have seen so many movies with the same concept, where the father has to give in, right, where the father has tears in his eyes, but still he has to give a hefty amount of dowry, hefty amount of amount as a dowry, right, which is very, very, very wrong. They should take a stand, right? Now let us see. Triumphant, Bishambar ordered the garland to be brought. Now you can understand the nature of Bishambar. He's so proud, he's triumphant, he feels triumphant as if he has achieved something in life, right? So, what do you think about Bishambar's character now, and what do you think whether Bholi should still get married to this man, right? So, however, as he proceeded to garland Bholi, she flung the garland into the fire. She threw away the garland immediately into the fire. What do you think about this action of Bholi? Do you consider it rude, or do you consider it absolutely perfect? Absolutely perfect action and a lesson for this greedy Bishambar, right? Do let me know in the chat box, guys. What do you think about this? Okay, moving ahead, in a clear voice, she told her father that she is not going to marry Bishambar. So this is Bholi, the dad Bholi, who was timid, who was underconfident, who was always looked down upon. And today she is confident enough to speak clearly about what is right and what is wrong, to understand even more than her father could understand. Right? So, what do you think is the change? How do you think has the change come in Bholi? Do let me know in the chat box what brought about this tremendous change in Bholi, and do you think that this is the correct thing? Do you think that this change is essential in our society as well? And how can we bring about this change in our society? Do let me know in the chat box. Her father is still not convinced. What is he doing? He begged her to think about their family's honor. Do you think that this is still there prevalent in our society, where the girl has to make a lot of sacrifice, a lot of compromises, even if her life is at stake, still she has to think about the family's honor? How far do you think is this justified? Okay, so what is this concept of honor all about? Right? Do you think the honor, the so called honor that they're thinking about the society, right? What the society will think, that is their honor, right? So, do you think when they will undergo any difficult situation or challenges in their life, the people whom they are trying to show that they are honorable, do you think that they will be coming in their need during the time of need? So let's say, Bishamba, Bholi's father is facing some challenges, right? Let's say. So in his difficult time, what do you think? Who is going to take care of him? Her daughter, his daughter Bholi, his family members, or the society? Who is going to take care? Of course, his family members, right? The society during the time of need, they are nowhere going to be seen even. Right? There are very few people who are there ready to help. And these people are actually not the ones who are going to judge you. Right? These people are very true. So they are not going to judge you for your actions. They are going to find for the positive in you, right? So whom are you trying to please? What honor are you talking about? This honor is completely not realistic. It is completely imaginative, right? And this is what, for the sake of this, for this you need to have a very deep understanding and a very broad mindset. And how can your mindset become broad? Only and only with the process of education, right? So her father begged to think of her, family's honor, which is very unfortunate. But don't you think that her father should also have, accepted what Bholi is trying to say? He should also have supported her, right? But now see, how is Bholi going to support her father? So what do you think? Who is strong? Who comes out stronger? Do let me know in the chat box. In return, she told him that it was for the sake of honor that she was ready to marry Bishambar. So long she was thinking about everything. Okay, parents are arranging for the match. So fine. She was still ready to marry Bishambar. But now, when she sees this man to be so greedy that even her father, he's making her father come to such a position from where he is not able to step back. So she understands what is going to be the future ahead, right? So now she is not at all ready to have this greedy man as her husband. So do tell me, guys, don't what do you think about Bholi's decision and Bholi's thought process? Do you think that she is now behaving like a mature, educated individual? And do you think that she is now going to serve as an example to all those girls whose lives are, whose lives become a challenge for them, right? Whose lives become difficult for them due to these kind of greedy people? Do you think she is a lesson for all these kinds of greedy people in our society? What do you think so? What do you think about it? Everybody was shocked to hear Bholi's voice. They all thought that she was a stammering dumb fool, right? They have never listened to her speaking so confidently. It is for the first time that Bholi spoke out, that too so confidently. The wedding party left. The villagers left, because everybody is just, they are opportunists, right? So if the marriage is not taking place, so let us leave. See, in difficult situation they are leaving. So that is the reality of these kind of people. So why to think about them when they are not thinking about us? We should always give priority to our family, our needs of the children, the parents, the elders, whatever, our family first, and of course the society as well. But to those people who are going to be later on thankful or grateful to you and be there with you in your difficult needs, these kind of false people in the society, we should not think about them, and we should not take our decision thinking about what they are going to think about us. That is very, very, very wrong, right? We will suffer, right? And our family will suffer. Okay. So why did Vishambar's marriage with Bholi not take place? Do let me know in the chat box, guys. This is an important question. This you can also find, expect in your papers. Fine. Moving ahead is her father, who remained rooted to his spot in shame. So what do you think? Ramlal, should he be ashamed of his daughter, or should he be proud of his daughter to take such a courageous step and be an example for such a greedy man? What do you think so? But of course, this is the sad reality of our society. The father is in shame if her daughter is, even if she is, refusing to get married for the right reason, right? This is true even in today's society, in the, places, in few places, right? I'm not saying that it's only in, rural areas. It is also there in urban areas, but the type is different. Okay, the kind of, the way is different, right? But it is prevalent even today in, the conservative people, right? This is something which we need to change. So it is on us, that how we take it and how we set an example, the boys and the girls, right? Both, it is the responsibility of both. So yes, you people out there listening to this story, you need to take a message from this story. All of you, the boys, the girls, both, right? Because this is this is something which we all have to undergo in our lives as well, right? So he was certain that no one would marry her now. So why do you think is marriage so important? Marriage is definitely important. Society will tell you to get married, right? But have they ever told you to get married to a person who is suitable for you? Of course, choosing a partner is important, but choosing the right partner is more important, right? and Vishambar was not the right partner. So rather than going and making her life hell with Vishambar, it's better that she's not getting married. But this is not getting into the head of her father, right? What was important was to get married, even if to a wrong person. So this is the thought that we need to change. Of course, marriage is important, but to the right person. So choosing the correct person is very important in your life, right? Because that is, something in upon which your life is going to be dependent, right? So choosing the correct career, choosing the correct partner, as I mentioned in the previous session as well, these are very, very, very important, right? So Bholi reassured that she would look after him and her mother in the old age. So, see, her father, who was not confident about her, she is very, very confident about herself, and she's also assuring that she's going to take care of the parents, those parents who had so long neglected her. But she, after being educated, she understands that this is what is right. Okay, she would also teach at the same school where she has learned so much. So now what do you think about how different Bholi's life is going to be right now? What do you think? Which life is going to be way better for Bholi? Her be teaching in the school, imparting knowledge, saving thousands of girls from undergoing the same fate that she would have otherwise undergone, or would have been married to an old man just like her, at the age of her father, having grown up children, lame, and not only that, greedy and cunning, right? So which way, which path is better for her? Do let me know in the chat box about your thoughts, right? And then she turned to her teacher, the only person. So I told you there are few people in the society who are real to you and who will be there for you. And the teacher was such a person, right? Because she was truly educated and she understood that Bholi, whatever she was doing, was absolutely the correct thing, right? So she turned to her teacher for confirmation, and her teacher smiled in satisfaction because she understood that Bholi's education was now complete. So, what is education? Education is not just mugging up, it's not rote memorization and throwing it out in your exam papers. That is not true education. True education is making you a better individual, making you a better human being. It's not just getting degrees and getting good jobs, but leading a good life, being a good individual. That is the meaning of true education. Being able to stand up for your own rights, being able to do good for the society, right? Being able to help each other, to be in such a position that you are capable of taking mature decisions in your life, helping each other, taking their decision, right? Helping the society just like the teacher was helping the society by imparting knowledge, right? Even Bholi wanted to do the same. So now her education was complete, right? So this is your homework answer, guys. Dowry is negation of the girl's dignity. Very important question. Very, very important question. Discuss with reference to the story Bholi. How do you think is dowry? Very wrong. It's a concept which is very wrong in the society, and it is the negation of girls' dignity. So I hope you have understood the lesson very well. Not only the events of the story, but you have got the moral lesson for all of us. It's a beautiful story, and you have understood the social issues which are still prevalent in the society. And definitely it is resting on your shoulders because you are the youth, right? So we all are the youth right now. So it's for us how we can make a change. You have to be the change for making a change, right? So I hope this will be helping you in that as well. And I hope you enjoyed the session. So thank you guys, and don't forget to visit the link in the description box and use the coupon code SWREPRO. I hope this works for you, and thanks for watching. I'm sure you're going to rock your exams now. I'm sure you're going to rock your lives now, because that is more important, right? Rocking your lives, staying happy, helping each other, right? Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. See you again in the next session.